Water?
Check.
Snacks?
Check.
Sunscreen?
Check.
Charger?
Check.
TCG?
Check.
3DS?
And check.
Let's go.
We all live in a Pokemon world.
Alright, we are fully charged up, and it is now time to see what's going on here. We just finished our free Learn to Play day at Heroes Beacon. I'm quite happy to say the demo decks worked quite well, and we are locked out. Let's try reloading that, shall we? Because I think the weather looked like it might have been not extreme. I'm hoping we're going to see something different, except the white screen. There we go. Come on, load up the game. This will be the best Christmas present ever if you just load for me. So let's see. Is it still extreme weather? I mean, okay, it is raining out now, but this is not extreme. Come on. Anyways, let's see if there's any new species in the area. I can only go for a little bit longer for the time being, but I'll come back later on. See, look at the sky. It's cloudy. It's not extreme. I don't get why it says extreme. Anyways, I'm going to see if I can capture some more species, and if not, I'll come back later on tonight and show you, hopefully, some more species. If not, tomorrow will be another new day in which I do the lures and incense at my local Pokestop. So stay tuned for that, as I wanted to get the ferret. Anyway, I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Alright, well, it's much later in the day now, and you call this extreme weather? Come on, Pokemon Go. This is nothing. I'm in Canada. We're used to this. This is like a Tuesday. Well, admittedly, no, it is kind of bad weather out tonight. The snow, if you can see, is falling quite considerably. So, I'm pretty much going to call it a wrap for the rest of the day. I want to show off the snow effect in the game, because look how beautiful this looks here. Look at everything in the neighborhood, just a bunch of spiders. So, what I do want to do before I end off the day, though, I have to walk a little bit more, because I have a couple of 10-kilometer eggs about to hatch, one of which did come from a new stop that I spun during the Gen 3 release. So, by the way, I did, apparently, without even realizing it, hatch a Gulpin. Have no clue why it happened. The egg, I think it was a 2-kilometer? Yeah, 2-kilometer egg. Is it 2? Does it show the color of the egg they hatched from? I think it does. Anyway, pretty sure it was a 2K egg that did hatch, and it must have hatched just as I was closing the app, because I didn't see it hatch. But we've got ourselves a Gulpin with Battle with the Best of Them, really strong attack stat. So I'm going to do a quick little walk here just to hatch these eggs and then call it a day. Oh, I also did an Alakazam raid. Caught that. Pretty cool. I needed the help of a few other players, though. I tried the first time, couldn't solo it. 3 more jumped in the second time, and we did take it down, so I did make the catch. But I am going to walk quickly and hatch these eggs and come back and show you what hatches as it happens. Okay, the eggs are now hatching. Let's see what we get. After this, I'm heading home because I just slipped and fell. Fell right on my butt. Hurt my back. Not really, though. Okay, we got ourselves a Sableye. Very cool. Don't know if that was from before or after picking up the egg in the Gen 3 release. Really strong attack on this. Last egg is breaking open. Get ready for it. Porygon. That's not bad. Not quite a Gen 3 Pokemon, but I'll still take it. Check your stats. Battle with the best. Max defense. Slap an Eviolite on there. Get yourself a Porygon too. You're good to go. Of course, there's no held items yet in Pokemon Go. So, that's going to be our hatching. We got an egg with Shenzi here as well. So, next time you see me should be in the bright sunlight of morning, as I'm going to plunk myself down, without falling hopefully, over at this Pokestop across the way, in which, or near which, rare things do tend to appear quite often. Hopefully something amazing will happen as I drop a lure and an incense. Spend a half hour trying to find something amazing at that stop. After that, I'll be going back to the Uptown area once again to restock on some items, because I've run out of Pokeballs. Well, not quite, but I've run low on Pokeballs. I want more to make all these captures as Gen 3 continues in Pokemon Go, as does the snow. Well, it's now morning of day 3 of the Gen 3 update for Pokemon Go, and as you can see, we've got quite a little bit of a winter wonderland going on here this morning. We did have snowfall all evening. It has died off, but of course, the extreme weather condition apparently is still happening. Now, apparently there is a weather warning, snowfall warning in effect until 7 p.m. tonight, roughly around then. So I'm hoping at that point the extreme will go away and we'll get back to regular Pokemon capturing and stuff like that. New, or not new, but different typings having effects, bonuses, extra Stardust, things like that. But despite the fact that it says extreme weather and there's no beneficial Pokemon appearing, I'm still going to try my idea of dropping a lure, using an incense at my local Pokestop for some rare species, hopefully. And we'll see what happens. Now, before we do that, I'm going to show off, I have chosen another couple of new Pokemon from Gen 3 for our team. We've got, where are you at? I have added Bert, the Zigzagoon, who has a decent rating of room for improvement, but attack is really strong, so that's kind of what I'm expecting or hoping for out of a Zigzagoon slash Linoon. We've also added Wrigley, the Wurmple. Now, I wasn't sure what to nickname this Pokemon because you don't know what it's going to evolve into, right? So, this Pokemon is really strong, with really strong attack as well. So I'm making an offensive team here. My goal for today, well, I've got several goals for today. One goal is to try to get 6 new Pokemon added to the team by the end of today, because, if we check the party, I'm working on the newbies. I like to show them off in battle if I could. So, if I can get 6 Pokemon, we'll take them to some gyms tomorrow and see if we can check out what these new Pokemon have to offer. So, as I say, I'm going to do my lure and such. There's nothing in this area just yet, but the problem is, oops, if I check the items, you'll see that I've only got 25 Pokeballs. So, after this lure and incense little session here, my next mission is to go back uptown, hit all those Pokestops to get myself stocked up with more Pokeballs. But let's see what I can get for my first stop of the day here. We've got another 4. Okay, that's not bad. So it is now time to drop the lure, use the incense. I will lure first, and then incense. See if we can find any new Gen 3 Pokemon. And every 5 minutes, I can spin this stop, of course, and get some more Pokeballs. So, incense as well. Let's fire both of these off. I'm going to grab a seat and show you as new species appear as we make these captures. We already had a couple decent spawns here. We got an Electrike. We did catch one of these, or rather, I caught one of these off camera. But now we can check the Pokedex entry as long as it doesn't break out. I saw how fast it attacked. I'm expecting this to be one of those hard-to-catch lure Pokemon. I might wait and read the Pokedex data after the lures and stuff. I don't know. I guess we have a few minutes in between each spawn from the lure and incense. So let's grab that Electrike, first catch of the day. Let's check out your stats. And it is female, which is the one that I'm looking for Scruff, our Manectric. She has room for improvement with basic attack. That's not so good. Let's get this Electabuzz here while we are sitting around waiting. So that's some pretty good things to find from this stop already. I mean, Electrike might be kind of common, but it is new. That's why I was hoping, or waiting until the Gen 3 update to use these lures and incense, because even if I get common things here, they're going to be new common things, you know? At least they have the potential to be. And this Electabuzz, pretty decent with good attack. Alright, so let's check the Pokedex data for our new Electrike. I also caught a Spoink recording yesterday, but the recording seemed to have glitched out. So if I catch another Spoink, I'll read the Pokedex data there. Where are you at, Electrike? You're down near the Plusland Mine, I believe. Right there. Electrike, the lightning Pokemon. Electrike stores electricity in its long body hair. This Pokemon stimulates its leg muscles with electric charges. These jolts of power give its legs explosive acceleration performance. Sounds pretty quick. Alright, so continuing to wait for more species to show up. Well, the lure and incense are about to burn out pretty soon. Let's see if we get any last-minute captures here. We did pretty good for getting new species. We got a few Seedot. We got another Plusle. Also, we got that Electrike. Offhand, I can't remember exactly what else, but I'll show you as soon as the lures and incense, or the lure and incense is gone. I was quite happy to say that we did manage to pull through with the few Pokeballs that we had, thanks to spinning the stop in between every capture. And I was also happy to say that the Murkrow were cooperating today. In my experience, Murkrow can be a bit of a challenge to capture. Let's restock a few more Pokeballs. Got another egg here as well. I'll probably start incubating some of these new ones, see what we can hatch. But first of all, we are down to a whopping 9 Pokeballs left. I definitely need to go restock at all those Pokestops in the Uptown area. Let's see our recent captures as far as new species. We got a couple Seedot. We got that Plusle and Electric. I guess that's all we got for new species, but plenty more to come in the Uptown area. That does leave us and give us with 5 Seedot now. So at the end of today, I can choose which one of them to add to the team. And just because I feel like showing it off, let's take a look at, I don't know, all the Murkrow candy that I've collected. I bumped into a friend of mine uptown who thought that her 500 Murkrow candies were a pretty good accomplishment. She has a ways to go. Got 2,200 Murkrow candy. People hate catching Murkrow because they do break out a lot, but every time I see a Pokemon, it's Stardust. So I go for the capture. Anyway, it is now time to move on. I'll gotta head back and recharge, and then I'll see you back just in a moment as we hit the Uptown area for more Pokeballs and more Pokemon. So I have returned to the Uptown area for my Pokeball restock mission. Look, there's still a Hariyama in the gym up there. That's pretty cool. So another mission I'm on today, not only to try to restock the Pokeballs and start catching more species, of course, is to try to find, if I'm lucky, my first Mudkip of this update. Back when Gen 2 came out, it took me forever to find my first Totodile, and finally I found enough of them to choose Snapper for the team, and then of course Raid Croconaw came in, so I got myself Dundee, the Feraligatr, and I don't know where Mudkip might be. I'm going to keep checking out some of the water-type hotspots in the area. Hopefully we'll find one. If only it was raining out, you know? Plus, if only this extreme weather would calm down, we could find the water-type Pokemon boosted. So let's continue our mission to get more Pokeballs. Okay, I'm off in pursuit of a Delcatty, I believe. It was up at this area. Not showing on the map right now, but it could still be here if we get there in time. So normally in the past, I've not wanted to capture the evolved Pokemon because it's like, I kind of want to have my Pokemon evolve up into the evolved forms, and wait till I'm doing a Lucky Egg evolution spree for maximum experience point gain, getting double experience for a new edition and for evolving a Pokemon. Now that I'm level 36, I only have a few level ups left to look forward to. I'm in no rush to gain as much experience as possible, so I'm okay with capturing evolved forms. Plus, if I haven't yet chosen a Skitty for the team, if I did get an evolved Delcatty with really good stats that are better than the other Pokemon like the Skitties, I'm going to choose the Delcatty, of course. Sadly, we do not see it here anymore. But it could show up, or another evolved form could show up at some point. So let's see if we can find something as we continue the hunt and keep trying to restock these Pokeballs. I'm still at 18. I need a lot more. Let's continue. Okay, right here by City Market, another Pokemon we're looking to add to our collection from Gen 3. It is a Spoink. So we can make this capture. I did catch one before, as I said, that apparently the recording didn't like to save for some reason. So if I can get the capture here, we can check out the Pokedex entry. Just like that. Alright, Spoink added. Already added, but another Spoink added to our collection. One more and we can choose one to be our main Spoink. This one has room for improvement with good attack. Okay, Zen Headbutt and Side Beam. I think the one that I caught initially had Shadow Ball. So let's read off the Pokedex data for Little Spoink. It's I'm kind of upset that I lost that footage because I made a little interesting point to talk about. Let's see if we can show it off here. Spoink, the bounce Pokemon. Spoink bounces around on its tail. The shock of its bouncing makes its heart pump. As a result, this Pokemon cannot afford to stop bouncing. If it stops, its heart will stop. So that is, of course, something that's been in other Pokedex entries before. Kind of sad. Kind of unfortunate for Little Spoink. My question when I first caught this was, is it bouncing when it's inside the Pokeball? It's like, technically, if it's not, that spells bad news for Spoink. Anyway, let's not think about that. Let's continue our search for more Pokemon in the area. None of those interest me, but some just might. It's finally happened. I come across my first Mudkip. Come on, we got this. Skippy, join the team. Don't attack. Got plenty of Pokeballs, though. Wait. Now. Alright, can we make the capture for Mudkip? I had just gone off to find a Zangoose that was nearby. Skippy wants to join the team! Critical catch! I suppose they have nothing to do with getting critical caught, but I'll take that. Let's check your stats here, Mudkip. You're not yet Skippy, depending on your stats, of course. Room for improvement, basic HP. So this might not be the one that we go with, but it is at least Mudkip. So I gotta go and charge up soon. My phone gets laggy when it's at low battery, so we're pretty low. It's about time to charge. But let's do a quick Pokedex entry for Mudkip. Let's load it up here. Mudkip, the mudfish Pokemon. The fin on Mudkip's head acts as highly sensitive radar. There we go. Using this fin to sense movements of water and air, this Pokemon can determine what is taking place around it without using its eyes. Okay, so one Mudkip, 5 more. We can choose one to be Skippy. At least if we get them by the end of the day. Alright, but as I say, I gotta go charge up. Let's see how I'm doing on my Pokeball restocking. I'm at 42, almost halfway to 100, which is when I start catching everything again. So we'll get there after a nice full recharge of the phone and the other phone. Well, we got charged up pretty much back to full. Not quite, but I'm just so excited to get back on more Pokemon hunting. I have to go out there right now. It is very nice out there, if you can see outside the window. It is extremely nice. Still, I can't wait till 7 p.m. to see if it is actually the high snowfall warning thing on the Weather Channel that is causing the extreme weather. Or at least the extreme warning, I should say. Anyways, next part of the mission, I still have to continue restocking Pokeballs. I am only at 41. But I did make a pretty interesting capture. As you can see here, I caught a wild Linoon as I came here into the mall. Let's check out the Pokedex entry for Linoon. Of course, having already chosen Bert for our Zigzagoon, I'm not going to choose the Linoon for our main team, but it was more candy for good old little Bert. Linoon, the rushing Pokemon. Linoon always runs full speed and only in straight lines. If facing an obstacle, it makes a right angle turn to evade it. This Pokemon is very challenged by gently curving roads. So it wouldn't like Mount Tokulani in Pokemon Sun and Moon, of course. Anyways, we're going to continue the adventure, see if we can find maybe more evolved Pokemon along the way, or at least restock the items. It's like a miracle. The extreme weather has lifted. We're back to cloudy. So, we are back to Fairy, Fighting, and Poison types being stronger CP, or sorry, rather stronger... What would it be? Stronger CP or stronger stats? I don't know. Stronger. Showing up more frequently and giving more starters when caught. So we can finally experience more weather conditions in the game. Sweet. I'm also on my way to capture another Wobbuffet because I do need more candy for Bouncer, our Wobbuffet. And it's right over here, or she's right over here, because you can tell it's female. The old red lips on it. And there's a few eggs on the go. I'm not sure if any new species are hatching from the raid eggs or not, but we'll find out. I was eager to see what that level 1 at the Fiddlehead statue is going to be. It's a Metapod. Not too terribly worried about a Metapod. Let's go get that Wobbuffet and continue searching for more Pokemon, more Fighting, Fairy, and Poison types with the cloudy weather. Oh, I'm so glad to see non-extreme weather. I love it. Alright, we just had a level 2 egg hatch at the city market. It is a new Pokemon. It is Mawile. Let's go take it down, see if we can add another new Pokemon to our collection. Now, I've heard tell apparently that Mawile can be shiny. There's a slight chance of that, so will we be just so lucky? I don't know, we're going to find out, but I wonder, since Fairy types have more strength, more potential, does that mean that the raid bosses will have the same feature? I don't know, but we're going to go find out as we get another Wurmple right here along the way. Okay, now, of course, the best way to deal with Mawile is going to be fire or ground type attacks. Let's jump in here. I got yesterday's raid pass still saved up for just such an occasion. Alright, who do you recommend? Oh, yeah, okay, good recommendation. What was the CP? Because I don't like to overwhelm these things, but if it's a level 2, it's got to be at least like 5,000. We'll let Ho-Oh have some fun here. And as for backup, yeah, Rocksteady has Earthquake. I think that's good. Also, fighting attacks are going to be more powerful with the cloudy weather. The downside is also Fairy type attacks will be the same as well, so I would assume the raid boss, if it has like Dazzling Gleam or something like that, it's going to probably be powered up as well. We're not going to know for sure. I could go with my Kanto team, or the newbies. Haha, not quite though. We're getting close to getting the candy we need to evolve Wrigley, and I'm curious to see, Cascoon or Silcoon? Which one do you have your votes on there, folks? Leave a comment down below. Later on in the video, hopefully we'll find out if you're right. I do got to get up to 112 candy before I'm going to let myself evolve any of these Pokemon, or any of my Wurmple. Had to stop and think, what the heck is the name of that Pokemon? And I want to make sure I keep 100 candy as for powering up purposes. Let's just tap on myself and see how I'm doing here. Level 36. I've won 4,448 battles. I've walked a fair amount. And I've caught 15,611 Pokemon. That's a pretty fair, decent amount. Probably half of those were Murkrow. Alright, 40 seconds remaining. So I could go with the Kanto team, as I said, but no, let's go make sure. I don't know. What do you think? Kanto taking on Sinnoh? I'll give them a shot for the first. We do have Rocky as backup. He has Mudshot and Bulldoze. We'll try to let these guys go through as they can. Now, I'm short on the revives, so I will hold them back before a knockout if I can help it. I have plenty of potions to heal them back up, though. Alright, 10 seconds remaining. Let's see if my Kanto boys can do the trick against this new Gen 3 Hoenn Pokemon. The first Steel and Fairy type in existence, and to this point, the only Steel and Fairy type. I think. There is one more now, isn't there? I cannot recall. Alright, it is CP of only 9,000. That's a piece of cake. We got this. Shelbert, go, bud. What does it have? Is that... I don't know what attack that is. Is that Iron Head? No, that's a standard attack. It's not metal or steel type because it would have resisted. We got a Vice Grip. Let's go for the Aqua Tail, bud. Come on. Get it. Now, Vice Grip has like 3 power-ups, I think. 3 charges. Alright, Shelbert, you're not doing quite good against this thing. I think we're going to go for the super effective. Alright, let's get Rocky in here. Where are you, bud? Let's get some super effective damage off. Alright, let's try dodging some of these Vice Grips. I think we'll be okay if we take a hit, though. I'm going to let Rocky take some hits and see how much we can do. He's got good defense. Let's bulldoze this thing. Bear with me as there's not much to say here. It's just tapping the screen, tapping the charged attack when we have it. Dodging them Vice Grips. Okay, so we're not doing so good with our Kanto team. I might back out and choose Ho-Oh. Let's do that. So check this out. Can I run? Yes, up here. Okay. I'm going to back out. I can come in with a new team, I'm pretty sure. So let's just lead the way with Ho-Oh. With 108 seconds remaining, can Ho-Oh finish things up where Kanto failed? Let's do this. Charge with that Fire Blast, buddy. This is the Ho-Oh I caught in at the start of the episode, actually. It's the only one I've gotten so far. Fire Blast away. A fair chunk of damage. Can we pick up the KO is the question. Looks like that Vice Grip's not doing too much to us. We're pretty much not on par, but we're maybe close-ish. Let's see that Fire Blast in action. Why isn't it showing me the animation? I want to see it. Oh well. Now, if we fail the first attempt, of course, we'll go back in, and I'll probably just cut to the point where we've completed the battle, because there's no way that's going to survive a battle from a full-power Ho-Oh from, maximum time. But if we're lucky, it might not even survive the battle from the 100 seconds we went into it with. Get that Fire Blast one more time. Vice Grip does some damage. We can handle another one of those. And those, what's that regular attack it's using? I can't even tell. Maybe Feint Attack? I can't really tell the animation. I'm using Extra Sentry as the fast attack for Ho-Oh. And Fire Blast doesn't quite pull out. But we can go for our Earthquake now, which is get charged up. Actually, it said Rocky used Earthquake. What? Really? No, he didn't. Wait, first of all, that's not Rocky, that's Rocksteady. And can we get the Earthquake off and do some super effective? How much will it do? No, we're not going to beat it the first time, I'm pretty sure. But we do have 40 or 30 some minutes left to go back in for another battle with Ho-Oh and Rocksteady from the get-go. We're taking this thing down. I'll jump back in just a moment and show you that. Alright, down goes the Mawile. Now, it looks like it was using Astonish, actually, now that I saw the little sweat drops coming off my guys. So Astonish and Vice Grip it had. So we win. We've got 2 golden raspberries. Good, I'm using those to catch Pokemon. 3 super potions for healing. We've got 6 revives. And that's it. No rare candies, but I don't care about that right now. I want to get this Mawile. So the question is going to be, who will it be shiny? Let's find out together as we go to the bonus challenge. No, but it is still a new Pokemon. Definitely want to catch this thing. So I'll go with the standard Premier Ball first. Look how much it's jumping around, man. Whoa. Simmer down, Mawile. So we do get bonus Stardust for catching this, if we do catch it. 25 more for the cloudy weather right now. See what that was? That was all those Magnemite that I caught before Gen 3 came out. Getting that Steel-type catch bonus, already having the Fairy-type catch bonus, that's what that was all about. Or just, completely blind, simple, good luck. Anyway, let's check this out. Adding to the Pokédex, it should have better... I don't know if it has better potential, that's the thing. And they say it'll be stronger. Astonish and Vice Grip, just like it had against us. Looks like I can battle with the best of them. HP, Defense, or Maximum. That is likely going to be the one that we go with. And it's the tiniest one. That is fine. Mawile, we're going to give you the capital marking, capital letters, so I know you're a raid boss at a glance. Mawile, we are adding you to our collection, but of course we need to get 4 more before choosing one for our team. So let's check the legendary encounter coming up. Let's check the Pokédex for Mawile first of all, since we did just add it to our collection. You're going to be around here, you're not? Roselia, you're before these guys. Meditite. We saw a Meditite in a gym earlier. Mawile, the Deceiver Pokemon. Mawile's huge jaws are actually steel horns that have been transformed. Its docile-looking face serves to lull its foes into letting down its guard. When the foe least expects it, Mawile charges it with its gaping jaws, as we just saw when it was standing there at the top of the gym. Alright, so let's grab ourselves some more items from our Aquatic Center gym here. We get our free raid pass for today, as well as some more items, of course. So I'm still trying to get up to 100 Pokeballs. Things have been popping up along the way that I need to add to the team, like Roselia I found. And I'm catching a bunch of the Pokemon you get bonus Stardust for with the cloudy weather. So I'm still trying to build up the Pokeballs, but where's that legendary raid going to be? I'm not sure whereabouts that is. Hang on. That's way out there. Come on. I'm going to see what hatches in the Uptown area first. I've already got a Ho-Oh. If it's something other than a Ho-Oh, though, I might consider finding a way to get over to that. But for the time being, the search for more Pokeballs does continue onward. Alright, so I'm doing a little bit of research here. I'm wondering, since evolved Pokemon like this Crobat that has spawned give more Stardust in general, do they give any extra because of the weather conditions? Let's see if we can make this capture and find out. Now, Crobat are kind of hard for me to catch with two hands, let alone with just the one. Let's see if I can angle the ball properly. Wait for it to come down. That was a terrible throw. Let's try this. Where can I set this camera at? I got an idea. Hopefully you guys can still see me okay as I try to make this catch. Where are you at? There you are. Way up here, are you? Alright, come on. We did hit it. Do we catch it? And if so, do we get extra Stardust for this? Ah, you're going to be a little bit of a pest, are you? Alright, so it shows the little cloud symbol over it, though, so you know it's something more beneficial. See, sometimes when it's up in the air, I can hit it. Sometimes the game just decides, nope, that's not happening. That's a hit. That's a berry. We got this. What do you think? Alright, so let's see what we get for Stardust. Plus 125. Yes, you do gain extra Stardust for evolved Pokemon as well. I would assume it's plus 25 for a regular, plus maybe 75 for a stage 1, and plus 125 for stage 2, as you just saw right there. So, good way to build up more Stardust, catch the evolved Pokemon. Has room for improvement. Alright then. Anyways, how am I doing on Pokeballs right now? I am at 63, so I'm not able to get to 100, because now that the weather is actually working, I find myself catching every fairy type, every fighting type, every poison type that I see along the way, because I just want all of those Stardust boosts. So if I can't get up over 100 by the end of today, that is fine. At least I'll have gained some boosted Stardust as a result of it. But let's just see what else we can find. I also want to catch some more Machop, as you see down there, because I almost have, I shouldn't say almost, I am getting close to getting the fighting type medal. I just need to catch another 107 fighting types. It's doable, especially if the cloudy weather stays active. So let's continue catching more Pokemon, and hopefully Dragon types will show up at some point too. I want a windy day. Windy day brings out Dragon types. I think it is. Anyway, moving on. So I'm just about worn down for the day. I've been doing a lot of walking. Let's check out my rescue walk. 15.5 kilometers, and that was pretty much all in one go. I didn't rest in between too much of it. No, that's a lot. I did have to stop and recharge, I guess, now that I think about it, but it was still quite a lot of walking this last little bit here. Let's get back to the game, because the only other raid I'm going to do for the rest of the day, because I do have to head home soon to get ready for a Christmas party that I'm going to, I'm going to go up and get that Sandslash. I need more candy for our Sandslash Rocky, and that's a good way to get some. And the weather has changed to partly cloudy. What I like about this, rock types are boosted, so they're more common, more potential, bonus Stardust. One of the Pokemon I need some candy for, actually two that I need candy for, are my Onix and Steelix. I'm usually putting them into gyms. In fact, are they in any gyms right now? Let's check. I've got Booster in here in my Shuckle. Down the Aquatic Center there is, and yep, there is Boar, our Steelix. And where's Medusa at? Just down the street this way. I think Medusa's sitting there, yep, holding tight. So, I gotta get candy for them. Just the thought that they might be more common in this partly cloudy weather gets me so excited. I love this. Look, there's an Omanyte. How often do you see a fossil Pokemon Omanyte anywhere, right? So, I am loving this weather update. This is a very cool thing. It's going to be like, I'll be at home, And if I need to go, say, get more Mudkip or something, and it starts to rain, I'm going to want to go out and get those Mudkip. So the real weather is making me want to play this game more often. I'm not going to be able to because I got to keep my phone charged up, of course, but I don't know. I just love how these new features are coming in. All right, so let's go get that sand slash as I cross over the street here. So I just get home at the end of a long, tiring day. I just want to rest, but Zangoose up the street. Let's go. And fun fact, everybody, apparently somewhere in my neighborhood, there's a Trico. Let's find these guys. Okay, there's the Zangoose. I'm not sure how well I'm showing up on camera. I couldn't find my flashlight before leaving the house. I kind of wanted to get here before it went away, so let's make this catch. Come on, Zangoose. I did see one of... Listen to that hiss. I did see one of you guys uptown at one point. You despawned the moment I went to tap on you to make the encounter. We're getting you this time. 1600 CP. Great throw. It breaks out. Does not yet run away. Good stuff. Have yourself a nice golden raspberry, my friend. And last minute attack. That's enough out of you. Come on, great throw. Get in this Pokeball. Yes! Okay, Zangoose added to the team, or collection. I keep saying team. I'm not going to use you just yet, unless you're max stat, which I kind of doubt. Whew. At least we've added you to our Pokedex. Let's see what you have to work with. Our regional, apparently Zangoose is a regional Pokemon. I'm not sure what region just yet, but I believe Zangoose and Seviper are in different regions. So you have Shadow Claw, Close Combat. Your Appraisal, oh, you got 4,500 Stardust to power up. You are pretty decent with max defense. Don't think you're looking for a defensive Pokemon when you get a Zangoose, though. But anyway, added to the team. I keep saying team. Added to the collection. Alright, Zangoose, let's check out your Pokedex data. Zangoose, the cat favorite Pokemon. Memories of battling its arch-rival Seviper are etched into every cell of Zangoose's body. This Pokemon adroitly dodges attacks with incredible agility. Adroitly. That's an interesting word. Alright, let's see if we can find this Trico before ending off this part of the episode. And I'll tell you a few things I have in mind. We'll be back in just a moment. There it is. 3 grass types sitting right across the street. There's a car coming. As soon as they go on by, I'm going to snag it. Now, of course, I should be crossing at a crosswalk. That is the proper way to do this, but I mean, there's no cars, and it's a Trico. Come on, people. Okay, let's add this to our collection. It is actually boosted, too, in the weather right now. The clear skies give power-ups to grass, ground, and fire, I think it was. So we had a great throw. We do have that +3 catch bonus for the gold grass medal. Trico. Added to the collection. I didn't say team this time. Sweet. Let's check out your stats and then check the Pokedex for this new starter Pokemon edition. So it is CP 388. Appraisal says you're really strong with really strong defense, and it's a big Trico. You have Pound and Aerial Ace. Interesting. All right, let's check the Pokedex. I'll grab that C-Dot as well in a moment. I want to point out something, too, I was going to say about the weather conditions. Give me the thing. There we go. I'll mention that in just a moment as we check out Trico. Trico, the wood gecko Pokemon. Trico has small hooks on the bottom of its feet that enable it to scale vertical walls. This Pokemon attacks by slamming foes with its thick tail, and it glows like a big white ball. Now, there it is. I was going to say, I wonder if I should actually save catching new species of Pokemon when the weather conditions are favorable, right? Because, like, for example, if I waited and caught, if I wait and catch all my Trico when it is clear skies, I'll be getting Trico with better stats overall. I was considering that, but then I thought that kind of goes against my whole mentality of the stats aren't the most important thing, you know? A low CP Pokemon, low stat Pokemon could still beat a high CP Pokemon if you have type advantage, so I guess I don't need to hold off and wait for the weather conditions to be favorable. I'll just catch the Pokemon as we go. However, that being said, let's see what this grass-type C-Dot has to work with. Battle with the best of them. Max defense. That might be a front runner for our C-Dot we're adding to the team, which we're going to do tonight, and a bunch of other Pokemon being added to the team. Now then, I'm considering to catch this Poochyena, because I do need more candy for Shenzi. I didn't get any candy for Poochyena today, but of course it was daytime. Didn't see a single Poochyena around. But now that it's nighttime, there's plenty of them around. I did the calculations. I think to power up a Pokemon from level 1, which I'm pretty sure is what Shenzi is at, it takes 54 candy and I think 32,000 Stardust to get them up to the level I'm training them up to. Technically, in game terms, it would be level 40, but it's the point when they start needing 3,000 Stardust for power-ups. So this one, I don't think it's going to have too much to work with. No, actually really strong with really strong defense. But you are candy, my little friend. Transfer you for one more. So, what I'm considering is making this a 2-part episode, because I have a lot of footage to show off just for day 1, 2, and 3 of our Pokemon GO Gen 3 update. So, this might be part of episode 2 for all I know, because I might have to splice things and split things up in a certain way. So, if it's a 2-parter, you might already know by now, but if not, it will be a 2-parter, because it's going to take a while before I get the candy to evolve these new Pokemon, and I do want to show that off as part of the Gen 3 coverage. But with all the stuff I've already recorded, that's going to be a lot of footage in one video. So I am thinking it's going to be a 2-part episode. And I was right, grass, ground, and fire for clear skies. So, for the time being, possibly for this episode, I'm going to sign off. But of course, I'll be back later on, of course, to show off some more Pokemon GO content with Gen 3 still rolling out, and some new Pokemon to add to our team as well. So stay tuned for that. I am, however, in all senses of the word, a straight-up liar. Before I do sign off for this part, I do want to power up Shenzi to see how high we can get her. So, scrolling down to the 10 CP Pokemon. Shenzi here, we've got 46,000 Stardust, 72 candies. I do think it's going to take 54 candies and, like I say, 32,000 Stardust to get up to the level that I want her to be at. So, you see her right now, CP 10 and 10 hit points. Let the power up begin and see what she's at once we're done. So I'm a professor of Pokemon, not a professor of math. Apparently I did not calculate the Stardust properly. We did have to cut her leveling up short, but as you'll see, with only 2 level ups left to go, she's already sitting at 304 CP from 10, and from 10 HP up to 47. She's been going up by about 8 CP and 1 or 2 HP every level up, every power up there, so she's got 2 more left to go. We're looking at probably 320 CP by the time we're done, and maybe 50 HP. So, as soon as I get the Stardust to finish her training, I'll go ahead and do that. And for the rest of the night, though, I have got a good number of new Pokemon to select and add to our active team. Let's scroll down here. We've got plenty of Spoink to choose from, Gulpin, we've got a bunch of Roselia, Plusle, not enough Electrike just yet. We've got Skitty and Seedot also. So I'll be choosing some of those Pokemon and adding them to our active team, and I'll show you those in the next part of the video, which will probably be happening tomorrow, or right now, if you're watching this and there is no split, or if we've already split the video. Anyways, you'll find out in just a moment which Pokemon we've added to our team.